medicine after me losing my daughters to my epilepsy. And I felt sorry for her. And then when she strangled me, when I was pregnant with Annabelle, I was like, no way. My dad begged me. He was on the phone from the hospital with me when I was in hospital having him, begging me to allow my sister to have my son. And yeah, I messed them around over it because I was in two minds of whether she'd be a fit parent. A couple of years ago, my son wanted out of their house. That's how much he despised them.
Yeah. Did your kids remember anything though? Or is this everything?
Really be able to, apart from Quinn remember me and Annabelle remember me having 2 different seizures. They would remember the arguments, most likely, between me and my parents. They remember all the times I asked to go on holiday with them. And stuff like that. It was me who got them out of a ditch last October when my mum had no money to go away with abroad because of another issue, which I can't go into, but another issue. Because of one of the children. And that's not telling you anything about what happened, but another issue. It was me who got them out that hole. It's me who has helped keep my daughter in university. Ask them where their dads are. Because I can tell you where their dads are. The one father doesn't care about Quinn. Andrew doesn't care about Annabelle O'Reilly. He's off his face on drugs and alcohol. The next one's dad is Charlie's dad fought for Charlie alongside his parents. And we wasn't allowed to keep him because of his disabilities. His grandparents went forward for him. My biological auntie and uncle went forward for him. My mum and all on my adopted side all went forward for him. We weren't allowed him. We reckon they lined up a home before he was even born. And the youngest one is with my sister, and his father domestically abused me, kicked me in the stomach and pushed me down the stairs whilst pregnant with him.
Yeah.
And has never been allowed round him.
But, you know this what was that?
I didn't say nothing.
You know this message that you sent you want one of your daughters last night though?
I didn't send messages to my daughters last night. I spoke to my mother.
Right.
And it was her birthday yesterday. Her birthday was completely and utterly ruined due to the events on TikTok. And then I had to phone her then last night because the police turned up at my door when my daughter had phoned the police saying I was gonna do something to myself.
So where do those messages come from then?
My message to my mother, right? I will show you the message. Put me in the big box and I'll show you. I had several conversations with my mother last night. So I will show you what was stated. How do I get green screen on you?
Just go into the effects, little green screen.
I got it, green screen. So the messages between me and my mother last night. This was...
I'll let people in the box in a minute, guys.
Need to turn my camera around now. Sorry, guys. How do I get that back? I know. There. How do I turn my camera around?
I'm not too sure. Do you want someone to come up and help you?
Hang on, I got it. I think I got it. Yeah.
I'll put people in a minute, guys.
I was DEAD.
What message are we looking at?
The blue ones.
It's not coming up. I can't see it. Can anyone see the messages? One second, let me turn the comments off.
That is what I said. I wish I was DEAD. I never said once that I was.
Is that to your mother?
Yeah.
Right, but that's to your mother.
That's to my mother. As you can see, as it got her name up on the top, it's to my mother, not to my daughters.
No, I understand that, right? But are there messages to your daughter as well?
No. There's none to my daughter at all.
Right.
It was all to my mum, and...
So are you saying that they possibly edited it, made it look like that it was from you?
Yeah. And the Mad Martha account, I know who's behind it. I'm not giving away yet, but they will drop themselves in it eventually.
You know, you can prove it and show us your last messages to your daughter.
My last message is to my daughter.
But as long as... Don't put any information on there, though. I mean, guys, I know things could be deleted. Laura, are you deleting things?
TikTok. I was getting the messages up. So how do I get back on here now? Green screen. Green screen. This is the last message. As you can see, prior to this, let's turn the camera around again.
Yeah, okay. We don't want to have to, because that's your personal information. I just wanted to see if there was anything at the top bottom. I'm going to deal with this like an adult. You said stuff is that from you?
No, that's from Annabelle.
Yeah, bang out of order. And yes, maybe I was wrong from leaking your number, and I apologise for that. I hope you apologise too for the stuff you've said, and we can move on from this and maybe try again a relationship. But I would recommend you go off TikTok live for a couple of days or even a week for it to die down. I have put a post up. Feel free to read. Have a nice night. Good night. Do you feel, can I ask you a question, Laura? Do you feel that your daughter just wants to, a little bit of attention? It's kind of more of a back and forth. Like an argument between both of you, and she's kind of throwing you under the bus a bit over something she feels you've done.
Yeah.
Right. Let me turn the comments off. Do you mind? I'm going to put some people in the boxes. Do you mind?
I don't particularly want to be in the boxes right now with anybody, to be honest, Ange. The stuff that was said about me on Gossip Girls Live last night was despicable.
I didn't watch it. I was in bed.
Yeah, it was vile. It was vile. I was called a cunt by Pearl. I was told I was a despicable mother and I don't deserve to have children. Various different things that if I put my kids in that situation, and all like that, I shouldn't have give birth and all like that, things like that, like the stuff I hadn't even said. I mean, I had the police here twice last night.
I'm going to be honest with you, Laura. See, when you went on pause, I feel you went on pause to delete something.
No, I didn't delete anything. I had to go in and screenshot WhatsApp. That was the only reason why I went on pause, because otherwise it's not in my all in my photographs. So the only way, like, that was in my photographs of my mum.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Because I showed it last night. But the other ones wasn't in the photographs. And as you can see, there was no messages deleted. And it will come up if any messages were deleted.
Yeah. However, I do feel, I mean, if you had said that comment, like what you said, I can in some ways understand it, obviously, because you don't want things to be on TikTok, obviously. Do you know what I mean? You don't want your life, your personal shit on TikTok. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know if it's just a back and forth with a daughter and a mother where,
Oh, it happens regularly. It happens regularly where we argue, Angie. It happens regularly. But it's always me that's there at the end of it when she needs something or needs someone to go to town with her or needs to sit and...
Can I show you, see that message again? Because that comment from Annabelle. Can I see it again?
Yes, of course you can. I've screenshotted this time, so... You know what I mean? Oh, effects. Let's go on.
The comments off.
Effects. I've screenshotted this time, that's why it's a lot quicker, see? You know what I mean?
Right.
Camera. Sorry. Camera. I'm not pausing, by the way.
Okay. What date was that?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. What was that there? That message deleted.
That was
9:41.
Annabelle. What Annabelle deleted
Right. Then that was yesterday. That was this morning, wasn't it?
last night.
That was that last night.
Or yesterday morning. Yesterday morning.
Yesterday morning. It's 09:41.
And I can screenshot that as well and prove it was her. Because she sent me that one above it.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? I don't agree if you hadn't sent that message saying that you're gonna not, unalive yourself if she goes live. That was a message, right? However, I do understand to a certain extent, because obviously you don't want your life on here, and that could have a devastating effect on yourself on social media. Do you know what I mean? To be putting all your shit all over TikTok. So I do it's understand
Yeah,
to a
like
certain
when
degree.
they were when she was in the boxes, it wasn't just her speaking. It was my other daughter as well.
Was Anya there? Because I heard something about Anya, that it was
Anya doesn't even know me. And like I told her, she want to keep my name out of her mouth. She plays on autism and stuff like that and BPD. Anya does. She doesn't even know.
Anya was in my box. She had a similar situation with her mum, and we found out that, there was a lot of lies being said by Anya.
Yeah, Anya apparently has lied about several other people, but Sam Jane, don't keep on. And I'm not on you for an argument today.
So are you saying basically, Laura, it's just the reason why Annabelle's doing what she's doing is because like you're having a back and forth, like when you have an argument with your daughter, next minute like saying da.
I don't know whether it's because she's seen. I don't know whether it's because she's seen me in a lot of the live creators boxes, and she wants to have the same.
I think we have to remember she's not witnessed anything, has she, Annabelle?
She's apologised to me. She's apologised to me. She was in my boxes, my live yesterday, telling me to get off live and all like that.
Can I also say, Laura, do you feel that because she's not witnessed any of this has all been told to her, right? Because I did ask her that question. Did you witness any of your bad behaviour? She goes, no, it was told to me. Right? Do you feel the person that's told her is poisoning her mind against you?
I believe it's several family members that I don't get on with.
And I'm not saying that is the case. I'm just saying.
A lot of the reason why I don't get on with them is because of my children and stuff I did in my childhood, with my mum and dad and stuff like that. Obviously, I'm not perfect. I'm not going to paint myself as perfect. I've done my wrongs as a child.
Yeah.
Yes, I was naive and gullible and stupid when I was a teenager, when I was having these kids and stuff like that. 2 of them were conceived on contraception. And I thought I knew best. I'm not going to say that. Surrounding my epilepsy. Yes, I used to go out drinking even if I'd had a seizure. I'm not gullible and stupid now. I'm a lot more wiser. And I see it from the wider outlook in now. But at the end of the day...
Guys, I will go. I can see your comments. Yeah.
I was silly. I was stupid. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to be quite honest, if I'd known then what my seizures were going to be like, growing up, surrounding my children and stuff like that, and I'd been a bit more mature about it, who knows? But obviously.
Do you feel that you just don't spend enough time with them? They feel like maybe...
I don't get to spend enough time with them. I want to see my boys more. I want to be able to spend time with my boys. But my sisters have put their foot on that and stopped me. When we were in court with my oldest son, I said that I wanted to see my son no matter what. My oldest sister, I say my oldest sister, my youngest, it's like the second one up from the youngest, apart from me, the one above me. She wanted him for herself, so doesn't want me anywhere near him. She makes out this behaviour and all like that. I have arguments just like any other child with their parents. And also,
you're saying that they weren't removed because of your behaviour. They weren't removed because of your behaviour. They were removed because of your epilepsy, right?
Because of my epilepsy. The main reason was my epilepsy.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I just feel that I don't know if
You're
Annabelle
not coming
wants
in.
it.
I don't want to speak to you right now. And that's my perspective. I don't want to speak to you right now after yesterday. You need to give me time to calm down. Yeah, I went through a situation of DV
Oh, literally.
and stuff like that, and problems I faced surrounding DV. I could have been a bit more shown a bit more acknowledgement when everyone was telling me to get rid of my ex-partners. I'm not going to name his name on you, but I went through, just after my dad died, I went through a couple of months. The kids were already older by then, but I should have woken up a bit sooner to that. Yes, there's been repeated DV situations, and yes, I've been gullible in that area. But obviously, everyone wants to try and live and settle. There's not a lot I can do about that. But at the end of the day, the way things are being said about me, the way things have been brought up about me, stuff like that, is nobody else's business, and it should never have been brought here.
You know what, Laura? I wanted to hear your side, but I am going to let Annabelle in because she is in the box. And you don't have to stay in the box if you don't want to. I can drop you, but if you want to stay, but I want her to have her voice as well.
Yeah.
One sec, Annabelle. Is this the right Annabelle? Because I don't know, because she's changed her profile.
Okay, I'm with my mum right now because she also wants to speak. She's chosen to speak, and yeah. Okay, after I put a massive apology up on your behalf and my behalf.
I know you did.
No, let me speak.
One sec. I'm going to, Laura, I'm going to kick you for now, because I want Annabelle to have her
You
say.
didn't even let me speak for them. After I put like a massive apology up to try and calm things down, I messaged her. I apologised for because I leaked her number, but she leaked my bank details. So I basically did what she did. Not my fault how many people phoned you. Not my fault. It didn't mean to go out of hand. Anyway, my mum wants to say something, but could you also let Holly up because she's asked to come up as well.
Want me to let her up now?
Yeah.
Okay, one sec. I just quickly asked you, is this like a back and forth with your mother, or are you?
Oh no, I'm completely done with. I'm completely done with her now. Hey.
You right, babe?
Yeah, mum's next to me, and she's watching the live.
Hi, Holly.
Hi, you right?
Yeah, fine, thanks.
So basically, Rachel, you've had Laura. I call her Rachel, but you've had Laura in you.
I can ask you, are you her mum?
No, I'm not her mum.
Right.
She's my
Annabelle
auntie.
calling you mum? Is so I'm confused. Is Annabelle calling you mum?
No,
No,
calls
my mum.
Rachel's foster mum.
Oh, right.
She's next to me. Thanks for the
around all her life.
Right. Okay. Sorry, carry on.
So basically, with all the stuff that Rachel has just said this morning, or Laura, sorry, you guys just really need to be careful what she's saying, because I've been in Holly and Annabelle's lives, since they were 1 and 2. So I've seen exactly what she's been like, and in terms of her saying that she paid for half of Christmas and that her mum never told the girls, that's absolute crap.
We did get told.
They were always told that it was between what they call their parents and Laura. So that's absolute rubbish. They've never, told the girls anything different than the truth.
Yeah.
And in terms of why the girls don't speak to her, that's for them to say. But all I can say is that she's not exactly put any effort in.
Like, say I wanted to go, bowling or something, she says no, because she wants to do busking, and I'm not into that type of stuff. Because I'm just sat
Now,
here.
Annabelle, going back to when you were a child, when things actually really mattered, you know, was she there then?
No,
There we go.
not that I remember.
Yeah. What was her behaviour like towards you? I mean, you're saying that she doesn't really want much to do with you. She doesn't really kind of, call you and all those kind of things. But what about her behaviour? I mean, why were you removed?
That's not. I don't know, but my mum. Do you want to say?
I mean,
Yeah,
you
my
don't
mum
have to
finished.
talk on it. You don't if you don't want to.
No, she's done with it now. So yeah.
Right, my name's Alison. I was Rachel's or Laura's foster mother from before she was 3 up until she officially left care. She still calls me mum. She still phones me up for everything. Yes, she does give me money now and again for the girls,
Which you're grateful for.
and I'm very grateful for it. I only get a pension plus pension credit, which is just over £1,200 a month. I don't get anything else. I've never had a penny off social services for looking after the girls. I did get the child benefit, and at one time I did get, tax credits. That all stopped when Quinn turned 18 and went to college.
And I did.
And then when she went on to uni, I've supported her most of the time up there because she's not very money savvy. The same with Annabelle. When she left school and college, she's had no money up until just before Christmas this year. I've supported her all the time. Rachel makes out that she gives me thousands of pounds all the time. Yes, she has helped towards a holiday now and again. And no, I won't take her on holiday because she drives me up the wall. She never shuts up. She just goes on and on and on about the same things every single time. And I've heard the same stories that many times. I've got to be honest, I'm sick of it. But who is it she phones when she needs a lift somewhere? Me.
And then she has to go with me in the car.
And then they end up having World War III in the car. That's why both girls will always wear headphones.
Because she always picks on me.
I have bailed Rachel out plenty of times. She's also stolen money from me from when she was a kid. She has to pay back everything that she's pinched off me. And she'd still owe me plenty of money. She argues and shows off if she can't go her own way. She hasn't since she was a kid. But at the same time, she's my pain in the ass, and I love her. And even though everybody says, oh, you should drop her and not bother, I have always tried to promote a relationship between the girls and Rachel. But they're old enough now that they decide what they want to do. As with the case of Riley, when he was born, that was the oldest boy, she decided from when she was about 20 weeks, 20 weeks pregnant, that she wanted my daughter to have Riley. We went through all the things with social services.
And then she kept changing her mind.
And then she changed her mind no end of times. That he was born at 30 weeks, weighing £2.10. So he was a tiny little thing. When it was able for them to be able to hold him, she put a stop on it. Wouldn't let them see him unless they went to see her first. And bear in mind, my son-in-law was working until 10 at night. So very often they would get up to Neville Hall Hospital to try and see him. It was late at night. And they'd go in there and have a short window of time with him before they had to drive back down here. So it wasn't always possible to go and see Rachel. Then she wanted other members of their family to go in and see them. People that didn't know her. Yes, everybody's been grateful that she officially signed the papers for him to be adopted, but she messed him around for nearly 2 years, saying she was going to change her mind, that she was going to let him go to somebody else. That's not the sort of thing you do if you love your kids. She also wanted Annabelle to go to somebody else, even though she came to us straight from hospital. All the kids were born premature, all 7 weeks early, apart from Riley, who was 10 weeks early. I was at the hospital with her the whole time she was there. It was the only way we could keep her calm enough not to actually turn around and hit any of the nurses or doctors. She was aggressive. She got checked out a few times. So that's part of her life.
And the way she speaks.
And she is a compulsive liar.
And the way she speaks to nurses and doctors, I think there are videos out there.
She's
yeah,
absolutely disgusting with them.
And just to clarify, Mum, when she keeps saying about how her children were taken off her just because of her epilepsy, that wasn't just because of her epilepsy, was it? It was down to the way she spoke to social services as well.
Yeah, and a transient lifestyle, as they said.
Yeah.
She wasn't interested in doing the parenting classes. She thought she knew better. But if she'd have known better, she would have shut her mouth when social services were there, like I tried to tell her. I used to go down with her every, all the visiting times that we had down in Wesley Street. Then we started having the kids home here. I applied to for 4 out of the 5. But as I'm now 74 and I was already in my 50s when I applied for them, I was told I was too old. So there's lots more I can tell you about Laura. She she tells tales and she forgets what she's told.
Yeah.
And to be a good liar, you've got to have a good memory.
So why was social services involved with her in the first place? Is that just her lifestyle, was it?
She's been in care since she was little. Her mother and father weren't suitable to look after her. There was 3 kids altogether, and we took all 3 of them in. They told her that because of her transient lifestyle, where she would go out. No.
2 seconds.
Oh.
She's just having a drink a minute because
I was just going to say, is she all right?
her mouth's gone dry.
Oh.
Better?
Yeah. A bit
You
better.
okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I cough like this every morning, even though I don't smoke.
Yeah, you think you smoke 6
I had the
minutes?
same thing. I had this awful tickle. It's like you feel like you're going to cough to death.
Yeah. I forgot what I was saying now.
How about social services? Why they're involved with her?
Yeah, she's had a social worker all her life. As I say, we fostered her from when she was just before she was 3. She came to live with us in the November as she turned 3 in the February. According to her, she's had such a terrible life. She's been in the same place. She lived with a brother and a sister for quite a few years. Used to see her mum. We used to encourage that, for her to be able to see her mum and her dad at one time. But she's the sort that argues with everybody. She could argue with her shadow.
She doesn't like it. If someone says the truth about something, she'll literally just tick off.
So, you know, the impression I get, I just feel like, you know, you're talking about her as a person. Yeah, she's a compulsive liar. She's this. Do you know what I mean? And, you know, she didn't care most of her whole life. But I don't see, it's hard to explain. I just see like you're kind of stating what she's like as a person, and it's okay, that's her as a person. And it's quite sad, really, that she, you know, she was in care her whole life, and she's obviously had a bit of a hard life, you know. And I don't hear any abuse or anything like that. Do you know
I
what I
wish
mean?
she actually had a hard life. She's lived with the same family from when she was 3.
Yeah,
She had exactly the
Everything
same
she ever
child
wanted.
children had. We went on holidays.
yeah. I mean, like a family argument more than anything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But she lost the kids because they said she had a transient lifestyle. She would go off and stay with unsuitable people,
Right. Mm.
people that were a lot older than her,
Be careful what you're
and
saying.
people who weren't of a good nature.
Yeah.
If she doesn't like something, she argues and swears, and well, you've heard her swearing on the lives. She'll suddenly do that in town if she's in a disagreement with somebody.
Or over the phone, you get that a lot.
Yeah. Oh, I get that a lot. And then she phones me for every little thing.
She gets she used to get about how many phone calls a day?
Oh God, about a dozen.
Yeah. Literal endless phone calls. And,
What's your relationship like with her, Annabelle?
What, with her mum?
she's
Yeah.
calling you. Right, she's calling her right now.
I find that's really sad, actually. I feel like it's just a family argument. I'm not going to lie. You know, I mean, I don't know. What's your relationship like with Annabelle? Was any abuse towards you?
2 seconds. Wait, 2 seconds, 2 seconds.
I was tossing James on pillar at post before the age of 3. Don't forget to mention how I was coerced into signing the forms and how you told me to sign the forms. And don't forget to tell them that's why I was stopped from going into a mother and baby unit. Because at the end of the day, you know that's all true. I've never lied about it. And my next step now is to call me a thief. I haven't stolen off you since I was a teenager.
But you did.
Like a teenager. But at the end of the day, I've now lived with you. But since Annabella's was one. And Annabella's done a lot with me.
She hung up herself. Anyway,
Hang on, answer those questions.
my relationship with her. Well, whatever I say or whatever I do, I have an attitude. Literally, even if I say okay, I've got an attitude. The amount of times she said that, and just hang up on her. And like, yeah. So when we're sitting in the car and we go pick her up, it's straight to me. We're timing it now because we put a timer on to see how long it takes her to snap at me. Even when I don't even say nothing, she'll go at me. I'll have my headphones on or I'll have my music on. Not loud at all. Only just so you can hear it. And she'll snap at me.
Yeah, yeah.
Literally whatever I do, she'll snap at me. If I ask her if I wanted to meet up, I can't, I'm busy on live. It's like, yeah, she don't care.
You feel you just don't. Do you want to spend time with your mum?
After all of this, probably not. I'm probably going to cut contact completely because I'm done with her. And
have tried to.
I have tried cutting contact and she's guilt tripped me back in.
Yeah, it just seems to me like just an argument where, you know, I think you want to spend time with her, but she's kind of I'm busy on TikTok kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? I don't think there's that kind of that abusive behaviour. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, if I was going to spend time with her, I'm definitely not telling her anything at all because she likes going spreading it around, as what happened yesterday. And before where she went around the whole of my town spreading, saying something that happened because we told her, and then everyone who knew me then kept asking me, which is not something you should do. She went to the pub and told everyone.
But do you think because she's been in care, I'm not defending her, but do you think it's because she's been in care most of her life and she's had a bit of a hard life? Do you know what I mean? As to how the way she is today.
Well, I've been in care my whole life, and I've definitely not turned out to how she has. Like,
yeah, everyone's different, isn't it?
I don't know, but
It is a shame, isn't it? It's sad that I don't know that I feel that you do want to spend time with your mum, but she's probably like you said, she's busy all the time, isn't she?
she's either busy or she says she's ill when she's not. If you have a cold, she's got pneumonia, that type of stuff. I don't know. I'm kind of done with her. She said a load of stuff. I tried to apologise to make things civil at least, because she was saying that she was going to go do something, and I don't wish that on my worst enemy, nothing. But I don't care anymore. She's I'm sorry.
Do you feel, Annabelle, that you've been brainwashed by the people around you though?
No.
So it's no one's talking to you, no one's doing any of that. This is coming from you.
No everyone's encouraged to, my mum's encouraged to me to speak to her and everything.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have our own say now because we're older. When we were younger, we didn't understand. And she's not the type of person I could go.
Generally, I feel like someone said in the comments, family beef. Yeah, absolutely. It's not what I thought.
But she's bringing it all on TikTok. She's bringing it she needs to keep all our names out of her mouth.
Yeah. Can I put Laura in? Are you comfortable with that?
Go on. But if she starts shouting, can you mute her?
Yeah, I will do. Just stop. No shouting, Laura. Okay, one at a time.
Yeah, I'm not shouting. So, Mum, you say this, right? But you know damn well that the kids were taken. The main reason the kids were taken was due to my seizures. Do you remember making me sign forms to put Holly into temporary care on about Quinn?
Yeah.
And me being told I'd have her back in 3 days. And how long did it take us? 10 months to get her home. Right? That was your doing. You told me to do that. You were a foster carer.
Right.
Stop shouting.
I'm not shouting. You told social services you didn't think I'd cope in a mother and baby unit over Christmas with my daughter. Did you or not? Yes, you did. Right? So I lost my daughter through that. They used that against me in court. Did they or did they not? Yes, they did.
Shut up so I can get away.
I've been made out to be a peddler.
Laura, one sec. Let them reply. One sec. Yeah, carry on.
Right. When you had Quinn, as she is now, in hospital, you showed off when social service went into your room, you kicked off at them, and you were a bloody nightmare patient.
Yeah, I've always been a nightmare patient.
Right? That's
Hospitals.
my turn. When they come in then, they were going to take her whether we wanted to or not. They had police waiting to come and force her.
I've never hurt my children.
I know you haven't.
Exactly, which I'm being portrayed out to be an
I'm
abuser.
not going to lie, Laura. Can I just say that's what I thought was going to be said today. I thought there was going to be some, abuse or, I just feel like it's more of a family feud. That's how I see it. I mean, it is sad, don't get me wrong, but I do feel like, Laura, because you have been in care most of your life, that could have had an impact as to why, with your family, with your daughter.
It was an impact. They turned around and said in a courtroom, although I got epilepsy, and that was the main reason why they were taking my children, and because I used to walk out of my mother's house because I felt I was being pried upon, and go and stay elsewhere or go out drinking, which was my rights to do because I felt my mum and dad were prying upon me every moment of every second of every day. I could not have a break away from my mum and dad with my children. I was supervised constantly around them and I couldn't be a proper parent to my children. Right? Now, my parents were not good parents. Not my adopted parents, my biological parents, like I have always said on the app.
Okay, can I speak?
Right? Annabelle, I am talking a minute. Please wait. I've let you speak, now let me speak. I was in and out of care from the age of a baby right up until the age of 2. I was in 10 different foster homes. I was forced to go to meetings with social workers. When I was then adopted by my adopted parents, they kept the social worker with me, right? And everything like that. I had to say with the midwifery, doctor, nurse and doctor, that I was under the care system. And I didn't really have to, but I had to because I had social workers involved with me. My parents were in and out my life as a child. They weren't consistent parents, my biological parents, and my mum will tell you that herself. They were always off their faces on something.
All the more reason to be a better parent now.
Yeah. So when I've made an effort, like when my dad passed away, I said to my sister Charlotte, we need this time now to grieve. After that, my sister turned around and said, oh, you can have contact next week. But it's never just me and Sam and a worker. It always had to be my sister there as well, which then my son was never paying attention to me one-on-one. It was always my sister one-on-one. It was never me. It was like I was sidelined, like I wasn't there. Like it's always been. Like my son doesn't even talk to me because of what has been said about me, which is unfair. Do you know what I mean? My mum doesn't tell you everything. I could go into depths of what Annabelle has done to my mum if you really want me to stoop that low. But I'm not going to stoop that low because I'm not that type of parent. But my mum has stooped that low from my teenage years. So at the end of the day, what I did in my childhood growing up, I have admitted, like I said to you before they even come on you, I was naive, I was gullible. I did things I shouldn't have done when I went out drinking and stuff like that, when I went and stayed at other people's houses and stuff like that. I've never ever denied that. But to the fact of the matter that they won't tell you that they pried upon me every step of every day, whatever I tried to do. No, you don't do it like this. You don't have your child in bed with you. You don't do this. You don't do that. And don't tell me they didn't do that, Holly, because they did.
Okay, can I speak?
Even when I tried with my kids, I felt like I had a barrier between me and my kids.
No,
What they
they were
said
doing their
went.
job that they were made to do by social services. And it's not just about going back to when you were a kid. How about when the girls were growing up? How much effort did you put in when
Because
you
I
were
didn't
a-
feel like I was going to be allowed to be a parent, Holly.
But you
What do you
put
expect?
yourself all
When I
over
did
TikTok,
try and do anything, my mum and dad always had to
when
be
you've done
there.
fuck all for your children. I've done more for those girls than you ever have.
At the end of the day,
And it's
Holly,
funny how they come to me if they have a problem, but they don't go to you.
so how did it come about that I said I was going to unalive myself last night? I never once said I was going to unalive myself last night. You told me mum said it.
Changing the
Annabelle said
subject.
that mum
It's
said it.
about you painting yourself as the perfect parent.
I'm not
When
saying
you
I'm a
have
perfect
done
parent.
fuck
Nobody
all
will ever
for
be a
your
perfect
children.
parent.
And the girls are now old enough to say it their way.
And it's not always about bowling. I've taken Annabelle
What
to
the
bingo.
fuck has bowling got to do with it?
Annabelle said I don't do all she wants to do. I've taken you out
Because
places,
when they were
Annabelle.
kids,
I've done
you
things
never
with
did
you.
anything with them. I was the one that used to take them to the park, or
I wasn't allowed to take them to the park on my own.
because you could never be bothered. You were
I
always
wasn't allowed to, Holly.
You could have come with us, Rachel. Many
No,
a time
because
you
you-
were asked.
You
wanna
all
go on
always
a
took
walk?
over, Holly. That's the difference. You all took
See, here we go
over.
again.
You wouldn't
You're
let me be a
ripping the rock.
parent. It was
Okay.
always, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. I wasn't allowed to be a parent. I wasn't allowed to feed my daughter when I wanted to feed her. My mother always had to do it, or you did it, or whatever like that. No, I'll do it, thank you. I'll change your bum. I wasn't allowed to do it.
No,
You
it
stopped
wasn't
that.
at all.
You all
No,
stopped
we never.
that. Tell the
could
fucking
never
truth.
Be bothered. You could never be bothered.
If I wanted a
It was
bathroom,
always
there'd always
about
be
you.
someone with me.
Look at when you were pregnant with Riley or Charlie, whichever one it was, and you were sat there drinking whilst pregnant. It was still
Yeah, and
all about
what?
you.
And
Why
what?
can't I have
I'm
drinks?
not the only
It's like
parent that
Christmas
drinks.
too.
I'm not the
Doesn't
only
matter,
parent that
it's
drinks.
about the child, and you never put the kids first. It's always you. All
No,
you ever
Holly,
do is give mum
it's not.
grief, regardless of what Annabelle
Okay,
says. That's
when
nothing
mum,
to do with
when
it.
mum had no money to go abroad last year and was going
Oh,
abroad
here we
last
go,
year,
yeah, but
where was all you
Rachel
lot?
was the
None of
solution.
you.
What about all the times that you ring her, I've got no gas, I've got no electric, I've got
I
no
don't
fags,
phone her
I've got
anymore
no
and
this,
ask her
I've
for
got no
gas and
that.
electric.
No, but you did it all your fucking life. So because
I
she
don't
asked
ring-
you for help,
ring her
on
anymore.
one holiday,
It's me who fends
you're
for her
painting
now.
yourself to be the You're now painting yourself to be the perfect
I'm not.
person because you
No,
helped
I'm
her on
not.
one holiday.
No, I'm not. I've
Yeah,
never
you are.
painted myself to be the perfect person. But at the end of the day, it's got nothing to do with you.
It's got nothing to do with me. Only been in their lives, 18 years, but nothing to do with me.
Can I speak?
Yes, hello.
Okay, what about the time where you came in my mum's room and started screaming and shouting at me, dragged me off the bed, gave me carpet burn all up my back. Oh, and what about...
What did you do, though, Annabelle? What did you do when I was restraining you?
Let me speak.
Laura.
What
Rachel,
did you
Sharon,
do when I was restraining
One
you?
sec, Laura, let us speak. Go, carry on, Annabelle.
Yeah, I did kick you because I was younger. I was what, 9, 10?
Yeah.
I was a child going through grief. I was going through...
2 years ago, Annabelle.
Let me
Rachel,
speak.
shut up and let us speak.
Oh my god, I'm not like okay. And what about the time you hit me in dance? Because I got a load of people to prove that.
I didn't hit you in dance.
All the time.
did.
at Christmas,
No, I didn't.
You wrote her a letter saying Father
I
Christmas
didn't.
hates her because she's so naughty and she's not going to get presents. And if she doesn't change her behaviour by next year, she'll have nothing again.
Wait, say that again.
That's what you say to a kid. That's what you say to a kid. It's discipline.
No, it's not. You
One
do not tell a
sec,
child that
guys.
Santa hates
Can I
them.
just say something really quickly? I know I'm going to probably get a lot of hate for this comment. I don't know what you mean by she hit you, Annabelle, in which way or da-da-da. But however, when I was growing up little, I was.
Do you want to know what
So are
happened?
we talking about a smack
She
or
threw a piece
what?
of
I
wood
was
at
smacked
my
when I was
mother. She grazed and bruised all my mum's arms, right? She hit my mother, and I went down there on
Actually,
foot
Mum didn't
from
do
my
it.
house.
I did not do that.
Can I just quickly sit people saying, oh my god, no. I was smacked with a slip up when I was growing up. I mean, I know things have changed, but you're all kind of acting like she was beaten up and do you know what I'm saying? But
No,
I
she
was
wasn't.
smacked
No,
as
she
in-
wasn't.
Mum?
I restrained her on the floor because she had a piece of wood in her hand,
I didn't.
swinging it
No, I
round at
didn't.
me
That's
and my
what I mean,
mum.
I'm talking years ago.
Yeah, Angie,
didn't.
she had a piece of wood, swinging it round at me and my mother. She bruised and grazed all my mum's arms and made her bleed. Then she turned around and said that my mum hit her. My mum only hit her because she hit my mum first. Absolute fact.
Oh, I don't remember any
And
of
why
that.
did you
But
hit
it's
mum?
funny how you come
Mum
Why
just
did
said-
you hit
Mum
my
just
mum,
said it's not
Annabelle?
true.
Why did
Mum
you
just
hit
said-
mum? Why did you hit mum? Because you got caught out and you didn't like the ramifications for you being caught out. Should I tell them why you got caught out?
Actually, let me speak.
Because you were
Let me
robbing
speak.
mum's
Let me
bank
speak.
blind.
Let me speak. Let me
You
speak.
emptied mum's
let me
bank
speak.
account.
Let me speak.
Yes, you
Let me
did.
speak. Let me speak.
Annabelle, respond. Yes, Annabelle.
Okay, right. As everyone's, because she's already outed it, because I've got borderline personality disorder. If you don't know what that is, basically I have
We all know pretty much what it is. BPD, is it?
yeah. If you don't, just have a Google quickly, or I can say, and basically, I lash out and like everything. So yeah, me and my mum have got into fights. Yes, sometimes physical, but we've both done something to each other. Is that right or wrong, Mum?
Yeah.
We both forgive each other. So if she wants to out me on that, fine. And yeah, maybe I've taken money, but yeah, I am paying it back slowly. And she's already said, has it put you out of the way sometimes? But I've always tried to pay it back.
Yeah.
And that's because I've got because of BPD, it's impulse buying and impulse spending type of
Impulsive
stuff.
spending, yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't think when I did. And I've apologised and I've worked on that and we spoke about it and we sat down. I'm paying her back slowly. But did you do that? No, I don't think you did, because she's still waiting for the money. Okay, babes? Okay.
Can we stop arguing now, please? I'm sick of it. I turned 74 yesterday. I want a peaceful life and a happy
I just feel,
retirement.
you know what, it's a family feud, isn't it? And, you know, it's
It's a family feud. And
It's
Annabelle
back-
brought
once it, Laura, it's back and forth. But I do feel that Annabelle feels that you don't spend enough time with her. You know, maybe, and also maybe you're right, Laura. Growing up, people were interfering in your parenting. You know what I mean? And you got to remember, one thing, Laura's has been put in care. You know, you've been in care that your whole life. My auntie was very similar towards her daughter, very similar. You know, when she was, listen, I'm not saying excuse, but when she was put into care, she had the same relationship with her daughter. You know. And I just feel that, I just feel your Annabelle does want to spend time with you. That's just the impression that I get. Do you know what I mean? But you're kind of like, always busy all the time.
No, Angie, it's not a case I'm always busy. If I want to spend time with her, she's either always in cadet or paddle boarding, or she's got this to do, or she's got that to do.
Well, she's 18.
She said to me, can we go to bingo? I said, meet me later and I'll take you to bingo. I took her to bingo. I got her home. Another time.
Actually,
When
my
I
mum
had to
took
ask
me
my mum to
home.
come down because I'd had an argument with a friend of mine because he was being rude about my daughter and my mother the other day. And my mum came down and helped me shopping. I told her she could have whatever she wanted. I spent 120 odd quid in Morrison's the other day buying her hair dye and my food shopping and my mum food shopping. Bear in mind, I give my mum £200 the same day, mind.
Yeah.
So if I'm such a bad parent, when I
that's
need help
Just
towards
giving
her and
things
everything
is
like
not
that,
being a
you do not-
parent.
At the end of the day, I have offered to spend time with her. She is not interested. She'd rather be out with her friends at this age. That's what they do. Or she'd rather be out paddleboarding or doing her own thing.
Okay, right. Actually,
some
I've
time
asked
aside.
I've asked time and time literal time after time, asking if you wanted to meet up with me, and it's either you wanted to go busking, which I'm not.
I
I'm
have
not
asked you if you want to go busking because you've always said you want to sing.
No,
did
that's my
say it.
sister. And like I don't even. I've said I don't mind going on a walk. I don't mind literally doing anything. Have you got any good memories?
Can you guys like put us some time to do something together to kind of arrange something? Do you know?
Yeah, I could do
what
that.
thing that your daughter wants to do, Laura? Do
At
you
the
know?
at the moment, I'm limited to what I can do because of me being on crutches with my foot. But obviously, I am willing to do that. I've said to my mum, she can come with us. Like, let's go somewhere, like, to a beach or wherever. But my mum's always got, like, I've got no fuel, or I can't do this today. I'm busy with Amber, or I'm busy with this person, or I'm busy with that person. When I've had hospital appointments, and I've asked her to be there at hospital appointments with me. Because it's
been.
generally she'll come to my gynecology appointment.
Till when she can
But
be,
like,
so don't
when
throw
I-
that in.
when I went-
She's always been
When
there for
I
you.
said to her about my epilepsy appointment, she took me to my epilepsy appointment. Oh, but I'm not coming in. I'm sitting in the car. That was an important appointment. I needed
Because
it.
you're right. How
Because
old are
I
you?
haven't seen you have a fit to describe
For
them.
years. How old are you? You're 40. I go to the doctors on my own. I go to the
Doesn't
doctor.
matter,
I go to
Annabelle.
the hospital.
You do
on
not
my
have
own.
seizures. You do not have seizures.
Actually,
And when I need extra support, which I do need
I don't have
extra
seizures.
support
What are the
surrounding my
things that I blank out
seizures
for then?
because of how bad they've got. Like I've been called a liar on you about having seizures.
It is me.
I have had seizures. No, it's not me, Annabelle.
What
at the
are
end
you
of
on
the
about
day,
now?
yes, Mum has
Yourself?
taken me to appointments. Yes, Mum has been there for me. I'm not going to deny that. But at the end of the day, there's also a line that is crossed when it comes to surrounding your children.
Okay.
Yes, my mum has tried her best with my kids that way, physically that way and stuff like that.
No, well, I just feel that, you know, you
I
need
should
to
have been
stop
given a chance to be a mum.
Yeah, but
Okay,
you know
this
what,
one-
Laura? I just feel you need to stop talking on the past, this happened, that happened, and start thinking of the future, and maybe put some, you know, time, and do something together, maybe next week or something. You know, the summer's still here, whether it's going to the beach or something, you know.
I've had all days free for how many years? Like a couple of years now. Apart from I go to therapy and all of that.
Yeah, but that's only
But
started.
that's only started recently. I've asked my mum, oh, could I do something? It's either she wants me to go up to her, which, to be honest, I don't like being up her house because it kind of smells. No offense, not trying to like call her out on that. But like anytime I try to like see her, she's like shouts at me and she's kind of like, yeah.
I used to smoke, yes, I don't smoke now, do I?
But it still smells. Even Mum can say that. Can you, Mum?
When I can't get up to clean, like now with my foot and stuff,
But you can.
I will clean it.
How do you feel about how about the people
You
who
make an
struggle to
effort with me
walk?
either. Not
about
even
the
Mum makes an effort to come up here and help me.
What? But you want me to help you go around your house and clean? No, I'm your daughter.
No, I said not even Mum comes up and helps me clean.
Because you're nearly 40. She's got her own life to worry about.
Like you said, I do go down Mum's and out there.
When?
Last time.
I told you I'd come down and help you. Yes,
you
I
told
did.
me.
And you said, no, I'm fine.
It doesn't mean to say you've done it.
When
You helped clean once. 4 years ago.
When we were
Yeah,
away,
and I still helped you then, didn't I?
okay, when we were away, you killed my gecko, and
I didn't,
you left my
Annabelle.
room.
No, I
Wait, let me
didn't.
speak. Let me speak. You left my room in a shit tip.
No, I didn't, Annabelle.
Yes, you did. I got proof. I still got photos.
How did you kill the gecko?
No, I didn't.
She
The
let
gecko
it free.
escaped.
She let it loose and it died.
No, it turned back up, Annabelle, tell the truth. And then it died later.
Wait, it came back and then it died because of it.
Because it wasn't in its time.
Yeah. You
Yeah, but
freaking
was that
killed my
Annabelle?
gecko.
Was it an accident though?
No, she let
It
it.
was.
She
Yes,
let it
it
go.
was.
She.
No, I didn't let
And
it
then you
go.
phoned my mum on and you were on speaker. Oh yeah, Annabelle's gecko's gone. Who does that?
Yeah, but I don't think she wouldn't have done
That's a
it.
good
No, I didn't do it on purpose, Angie.
No, yeah.
At the end of the day, I had the decency to ring them and tell them that it was missing.
Yeah, when we was on holiday.
When we were on holiday.
Yeah, well, it was still
Pretty
missing.
shit holiday. Get the gecko in the box.
Oh, yeah, but I think that was an accident. Why don't you guys try and do what I mean? Spend some time
Get the
together.
gecko in the box.
It's your daughter, man.
Poor gecko. Gecko in the lifer.
Right.
Laura, for fuck's sake, it's your daughter, man. You know.
We love the gecko. I know. It was actually called Milo as well. It's quite cool. Gecko.
What is unacceptable is the fact that people are going around this app, going round sending me messages and going into my lives and stuff like that, calling me a peddler, calling me a child
No,
abuser.
that's not acceptable.
No, it's not acceptable.
What isn't acceptable actually is you going around talking shit about me and my family.
I didn't dox your bank details at all. So
I
whoever's
got-
saying that,
Why have I got proof of it and why haven't you?
no, I
sent it?
didn't.
Why
No, I
didn't you?
didn't.
Why didn't you send Mum the
It's
line?
my screen, Annabelle. and I was scrolling down through, your bank details weren't even on there, so I haven't even got your bank details.
I sent them to you yesterday. That's why I deleted that message was deleted because I knew she was gonna put it on here.
No, I didn't.
Oh my god, do I
I got
have
proof of that as well, which I'm going to send the video to Mem so Mem can see for herself that I didn't. She dots my number purposely out of spite.
No, I did it because you did my bank details.
No, I didn't.
Well, how come someone's used my bank?
Why it was done though? The whole point of this conversation, right, is because
I know.
You stop calling me Rachel as well, Holly, because my name is Laura.
Rachel.
Right. So there we go. But you're the one who
I abolished my name when I was 11.
You brought yourself to TikTok. You're the one that keeps spouting personal information about other people who don't go on TikTok, i.e. Mum, Heidi, Charlotte.
I never threatened to unalive myself, you idiot in the
Stop
comments.
changing the fucking subject. You're the one that takes yourself to TikTok, tells other people's personal information, brings their names into it when it's nothing to do with them. They don't want to be
No,
on
I
TikTok.
didn't, Pearl Price.
Annabelle
I did
didn't
not
wanna be on
threaten to
TikTok
unalive
started.
myself. Mother, you're in here. Tell the truth. I did not threaten to unalive myself. Did
What
I?
are
Or
those
did I
messages
not?
about then?
Exactly what are the messages about? That's literally you
I
saying.
said, I wish I was dead. That was
That
my
is
word.
okay. That
I
is
didn't say I'm gonna harm myself.
debatable.
Listen.
But okay.
And you said it more than once, Annabelle.
Still emotionally blackmailing when
No,
you know,
I just
you
said
know
I
your
wish
daughter's
I
coming
was
onto TikTok and then
DEAD
you decide.
after all the that's gone on. Like at the end
Yeah,
of
you're
the day,
fault for
that
yourself.
doesn't mean I'm going to harm myself. Yet Annabelle phoned the police to my house last night saying I was going to harm myself.
I did not once phone the police last night.
Well, who did then?
I
She was
don't know.
she was on
How
call to
am I
me the
supposed to
majority of
know?
the night, so no, she didn't.
They told me it was Annabelle.
Well, they're a pack of liars.
I've got.
They can't give out that information, so that's bullshit.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
they
did.
can't.
And I was on
No,
a
they
phone
can't.
call
They
with 4
can't.
other people who can verify that.
They can't say who's done it. They actually can't. I knew.
You'll have to go back home. Where's my iPad?
So where are you gonna go from here then, guys?
She's getting blocked, and if anything else gets said about me, which I will have people like keeping an eye out because I don't want to watch
Alright, girls.
her.
And I am going to.
So there's not going to be a meet up then. So you done? There's not. You're not
Yeah,
going to meet up and
I'm-
try and
I'm-
sort that. No.
She's had her chance to like to have a relationship with me. If anything else gets said,
Well,
then
why
I
lie about my
this to the
daughter's
police.
name? You
Let
were not
me
my
speak.
niece. You were not my daughter, Joe. You had no rights to be saying that.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm completely done with you. Anything that you say about me, then I will either be taken further to the police, so keep an eye out, because I know for a fact in a couple of days or straight after this, she's going to go live and slag me off, which I will be
Do not go
watching.
live, Laura, and talk on this.
She will, though. She don't care. Apparently, this is her job. But whatever, I'm not going to get into
Yes,
that.
it is my job,
I'm not
Annabelle.
going
It's
into
very-
this.
It's
I
declared.
said,
Ma'am,
I said-
is it or is it not declared?
I'm not getting involved with that part. Anyway, I will either take it further or I'll take matters into my own hands and say stuff about you. See how you like it, because I know for a fact you don't like it. And that's all I'm
Has Laura
saying.
actually spoken about you though, Annabelle, or she just defended
Yeah,
herself?
I went
I
on her
defended
live.
myself, Angie. It's a difference. Where she's
wait.
been sat here saying this, that, and the other on people's lives and stuff like that. And I've had to defend myself. At the end of the day, I didn't want to say that about Annabelle just now, about what she's been up to and stuff like that over the last few years. But she's forced me into a corner where I've had to.
Laura, can you do the favour? When you go
You made
live,
the
not
decision
talk
to
on it.
say it.
I don't talk on it. Like she says, I force her and request her into my boxes. I don't. She comes into the live and asks to be boxed. And asks me to do battles.
Okay, right. Yeah, I've done that a couple of times.
Go ahead, Annabelle.
Yeah, I did that a couple of times. You said the other day, you were gonna do battles with me, and then you make promises and just basically bullshit on them. And also, when you were live yesterday, I think, straight after that massive, like, after coming off of this live, actually, you said about my mental health. I didn't want my mental health to be brought into TikTok. I'm sorry, but you decided, oh hey, why not? You literally went all around saying about me attempting and stuff. Not going to go into that. What kind of freaking mother does that? You went around,
Exactly, no matter
and
what
this
your
is how I
child
found
says,
out. You went to a pub. Go on.
I said, no matter what a child says, she's the adult. She
Yeah.
made the choice to say it.
Yeah. She all.
How did you go around saying
when it
that,
comes
Laura?
to that.
She said it yesterday after she came off of here, but she was on. Then she went on her backup account onto here, screaming her mouth off at one of the creators. I think it was Torian or whatever her name is. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but yeah. I could so just out you, but I'm choosing not to because I'm not that type of person. I'm not you. And I hope when I become a parent, I don't act like you, because like I don't want to be the type of parent you are. Cause you,
Annabelle, where's your nan?
right next to me.
Right, Mem.
She said she doesn't want anything to do with it now.
Mem.
No, stop
One
involving her
question.
now.
One question. Am I or am I not an epileptic who suffers with different types of seizures?
Yes, but there's thousands of epileptics that make good parents.
No, somebody just said in the comments, is she an epileptic or no?
Yes,
Yeah,
you
she
do suffer
is.
from epilepsy.
But then I do as well. Well, we think I do. We're not quite sure.
She has absences.
I have absences, but that's never crossed your. When you were on about obviously epilepsy like appointments, I go on my own. I go to every appointment I can, unless I need mum for a reason. I go on my own, and I'm 18 and you're nearly 40. But yeah, okay. And do you have anything else to say? Because, yeah.
Laura, do you have anything else to say?
The only reason my mum goes with me is for support, to help me with the doctors, because sometimes it feels like I'm not being listened to and I bang my head on a wall. Have I not said that, Mum?
Everybody feels like that with a doctor, but you treat them like shit.
I'm not denying that. I have said stuff I shouldn't say.
But that's
to the
completely
doctors.
different. That's
But at the
nothing
end
to
of
do
the
with
day,
what
my
we're talking
treatment
about.
hasn't always been up to standards either, has it?
Nobody can say that.
And all of you got anything else to say? Because I'm going to go in a minute.
And I'm going back to sleep. Bye-bye.
Bye, Mum.
So, but you like to say, you know the truth. You know what it's been like. I just think she needs to keep quiet and not talk about her kids on TikTok or any other.
Keep our
family
name.
for that matter.
Yeah.
Alright. So are you just gonna go your separate ways then, guys?
No, I will still try and make a bond with her.
Yeah.
I will still try and make a
Do
bond
you
with
think,
my
Laura,
other
when
daughter.
Annabelle calls you and wants to do something to you, you can just put
So-
TikTok in?
Yeah, of course I can.
Also,
Annabelle, quiet. I'm trying to talk. This is what she does. She overspeaks me. And
you do.
if I do it back to her, she doesn't like
She's
it.
like you.
I have just said to Angie, yes, and I'll still try and make a bond with her. Some days I've met up with my one daughter, and she's been so bitchy towards me for absolutely no reason. Like, I only get to see her certain times of the year because of her uni and stuff like that. I have asked to go and see her while she's in uni and stuff
No, you
like that with
haven't,
my
Mum.
mum and my daughters. My daughter.
Mum's already said that you've never asked once. Otherwise,
Yes, I
she
have.
would.
Yes, I have. And my mum is like,
Laura,
like,
you've
you know,
had 19 years to play a bond with her.
She don't want nothing to do with you, and she's made that pretty clear. She's made it clear for a couple of years now. Also, I've never once called you mum. Only when I was
Yes,
younger,
yes,
I got
you did.
told. I got told because I don't remember that I used to call her what? I used
Mummy Rachel.
Mummy Rachel.
yeah,
but
you used to
only
call me
call
Mummy
her-
Rachel. At the end of the day, it
But I've
doesn't
never called
stop
you
me
Mum.
being your mum. And you always say to me, no, you're not my mum. You're not my mum. You've
You're
never
my
been my
bio-
mum. I am your mum. I
But
will
you don't
always be
act
your
like-
mum.
But you don't act like it. Mum's been more of a mum than you ever will be. And I'll say that wholeheartedly. And I think Aunt Yor can say that.
Can I just say something to you, Annabelle?
Yeah, go
I
on.
just also think, because I can, relate to this in regards to my auntie, right? And I just feel that, because I know that Laura, she's been in care her whole life, right? I'm not defending her in any way, but I just feel sometimes my auntie was the same, and she was in care her whole life, and she just didn't really understand. Kim was saying, and she didn't really have the maternal instinct. I'm not saying you don't, Laura, but my auntie didn't. You know what I mean? And I just.
I've had my rights of that taken away from me by
But I've-
my parents and by certain other people who I'm not going to name on you. I've been pushed to the side like I'm just a sister or a child and stuff like that. I want to be their mum. I've always wanted to be their mum, but it feels like people try to take over that
But every time we
at
try...
every chance they get. Like I've offered to buy stuff for them. I've offered to take them places and stuff like that, which me and my ex-partner used to do. We used to take them out places and stuff like that, and stuff, which they make out I didn't. Yes, I did. We used to take them to the beach and stuff like that when they were a bit older and
Okay,
stuff like that.
You took me to the beach. You got into an argument with him. You caused a load of trauma for me. Anyway, apart from that,
At the end of the day, I've always tried to be a mum, whatever way you look at it. When I'm ill, I am ill, and I can't help that. Like when I have a
that's in your
seizure, I
opinion,
can't
though.
even lift my head off a pillow most of the time because I'm that out of it that I need to sleep. When I'm in agony, when I'm in and out
Everybody's
of
entitled to
hospital,
their
the last 3
opinion,
years,
Laura.
the last 3 years, I have spent most of my time in hospital because of being so poorly.
Who visited you? Me. Who got pushed out of the way because you were in a bad mood? Me.
At the end of the day, I have spent most of my last 3 years in hospital, so I haven't always been able to do the stuff I wanted to do with you.
What about the rest of my life?
It was when they were children. And you were more concerned about having another baby than trying to form a bond with the children you already had.
At the end of the day, Hall, 2 of those babies were conceived on contraception.
It doesn't matter. Holly and Annabelle were along first. Why did you not concentrate on them instead of having
with my
more
mum-
children?
and
then
with
you
my
had the
mum-
next one, and you were told you weren't allowed to be able to keep that, which, I'm not going to take that away from you. That's devastating. But at the same time, you had the girls to concentrate on. You should have been forming a bond with them. Now saying 18, 19 years later that you want a relationship with them, it's too late.
I've always said I wanted a relationship with them. But all of you stopped that from happening. All of you said stuff to them that shouldn't have been
Right,
said.
Rachel, I didn't want to get back involved in this because I've heard enough. When we took on the girls, right, we had restrictions put on us. We were on a supervision order for 2 years for both of them. We had rules and regulations that we had to abide by social services. Otherwise, they would remove the girls from our care. But you still didn't help. You still argued all the time with social services.
Yeah, I did. And why wouldn't I? After they promised me
Let her
everything,
speak.
promised they wouldn't do
Let
what
her
they did to
speak,
me as a
Hannah.
child.
Oh my god, you're not letting her speak. Okay,
Rachel, the social services never done nothing to you when you were a child. You lived with us from when you were 3. You were treated exactly the same way my own kids were treated.
if not better.
You were also treated a lot better at some times because social services used to pay an allowance for your birthday and stuff. So you always got more for your birthday than what the other kids did. You used to get more for Christmas because sometimes you'd have presents off one of your nans or something like that. My kids didn't get it. You used to have trips out on Boxing Day to go and see your parents. Yes, they got paid by social services to do it.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have seen you.
But at the same time, when we had the car then, we used to drive you down there. We tried everything to promote a relationship between you and your mum and your dad. That never worked out. We tried everything to promote a relationship between you and the girls. The boys were a different situation. Riley is legally adopted. He hasn't got to be anything to you if he doesn't want to. Sam is on a guardian order, but at the same time, plenty of times when you were supposed to have contact, you let him down. And don't say you didn't, because you did. Right?
And like I said, Mum, the point of the whole thing is she's going on about not having a relationship with the girls, but was she or was she not given the opportunities? And she was more concerned about arguing with other family members over the boys.
Yep, true. Even now, she wanted to stop the adoption. Well, Charlie's adoption went through when he was 5.
Yeah.
Do you think
And
though,
she
Laura's
even wanted to get him back.
Do you think Laura's behaviour is because of how the relationship she had with her mum and dad? Because sometimes it kind of follows. Do you know what I mean?
Quite possibly, yes.
Yeah, and being put in care and all that.
When it came to her childhood.
We always tried to promote a relationship between her and her parents, and the same with the girls. I still say, "Oh, your mum's on the phone," or "Your mum's done."
People say no way in the comments. My auntie was the same. She had the same with the parents, and she's became the parent. She is exactly like her mum did.
But if she can't win an argument with me, she phones Mum and tries to and makes out Mum's gonna scream and shouting at me. No, I'm 18. Like, if I'm wrong, I know I'm wrong and she'll tell me. But every little thing you don't like, you go to Mum. Face me yourself.
She still thinks they're little kids. It's like in her mind they haven't grown up.
You're completely different from on live and off live. On live, you're like, oh, hi, baby, blah, blah. No.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, what? You don't treat me like that. If I phone you, like there was proof yesterday, you go, what do you want? You don't speak to your kid like that. And if you were such a good parent, you wouldn't go and speak about it all over live about the mental health or anything, especially without their consent.
Yeah, exactly.
Or go around saying about their kid getting SA'd. Yeah, you went around to the pubs and stuff. You're just a disgrace of a parent. I'm sorry.
The other day, Annabelle, you spoke about me on a live.
You spoke about me first.
Right?
You spoke about me
You spoke about me on a live and told complete BS about me, saying I was living with a PDF, and I wasn't. I didn't know what he was capable of back then, and that was your great uncle, and you know that fact. That was Andrew's uncle.
He was fuck all to do with it.
Mum just said you were, so there's proof. Anyway, I didn't bring that up. You brought that up on yourself.
No, you did. I didn't. You said it on a live. And you sent screenshots of that to a fake account who you don't even know who it is, according
No, I
to you.
didn't.
But I still believe you do know who it is.
I don't know any of the fake accounts. Wholeheartedly telling you the truth. I didn't.
So why are
send
you sending them information?
I didn't. Okay. Anyway, I will know.
Bye, Hal. See you later.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing you later.
See you later. Yeah, I'm on my way up.
Are you on your way up? Oh, nice. But like, you got. I don't know what your issue is. Every time I speak, you've got an issue. I've got attitude. Little. Like, I only went up in the box because you were lying, and I wanted to tell them.
No, I wasn't lying, though.
Why did Mum say you were then? Anyway,
wasn't
I'm
lying.
leaving it as that. I'm leaving it as
Same
that.
as I weren't lying when, like Carl said, I pushed a pram out in front of a car with Quinn in it when I had a seizure.
Did she?
That was one of the problems they had with me having you.
Yeah, one of the problems. This is the point, though, Laura. You don't say the whole story. Yeah, that was one of the problems, but also
That was the major problem they had with me having the kids. Was the major problem.
Yes,
Okay,
but you gave the opportunity.
That I wasn't given the support back then that I should have been given.
Yes, you was. You was given the
No, I
opportunity
wasn't.
to do
No, I
parenting
wasn't.
classes and sort yourself out.
Well, with a social worker. You really think I
Yes,
want to sit
because
with a
that's
social
how it
worker
works.
dictating and telling me what to do? How to be a
Because
parent?
that's how it
People
works.
who hasn't even got kids themselves.
Okay, I'm
Here we
going.
go again.
Bye.
Rachel knows best.
But Laura, you got an opportunity right now to reach out to your daughter, you know, who's in the box, and apologise and say, listen, you know, if you feel the way you feel about me, I am sorry. You are my daughter, and I want to spend time with you. I'm not going to choose TikTok first if that's how it's come across. I apologise. I want to spend time with you, and can I spend time with you? You know, it seems a bit like me at the moment. Do you know what I mean?
No, Angie, it's not me. At the end of the day,
always like that.
she posted things to other people, right? And I know fact it was her who did it. Because at the end of the day, that screenshot was shown on your live yesterday, right? The same screenshot that was sent, right? So I know fact it was Annabelle who sent it.
Yeah, and I get that, but you know, however, she is 18, she's your child. Do you know what I mean? Just forget that and say, listen, okay, listen, I understand why you're angry.
You don't answer the phone to me, Ange.
No, the thing is, Annabelle's
It's always on her terms.
Yeah, but Laura, listen, she's a child. She's your child, yeah. So you should be saying, I understand why you're doing the things you're doing because I wasn't there for you. I get it. Do you know what I mean? And that's the case.
I
You
was
never
not.
her.
Doesn't make me out to not be there. The only reason why I wasn't there when I wasn't there was because I was being overtaken. Like my sister-in-law, people who shouldn't have even been sticking their neb in to my children's lives the way they were. Like, yes, I'm grateful for what they've done and stuff like that. I'm not grateful for the fact that they've torn a bond.
Solve it. I mean, because people are like, oh my God, wow, in the comments, but I can relate to this because I do have an auntie and it's very similar. So I can kind of relate to what's happening here. But Laura, I just feel because she's your daughter, she's 18.
I was pulled apart from the man.
Yeah, I know. You know what? I understand what you're saying, but that's social services.
I wasn't
right?
given that opportunity.
But she said
to
social
pull the bond.
services, they gave,
My mum, Ange, my mum will go away on holiday every year, right? Twice a year sometimes, with my sisters and my brothers and all like that. And I never even get asked, do you want to come with me? Do you want to come and spend some time with your children on holiday?
Yeah, because
it's all family holidays because of these people, like. Holidays that I should be spending with them.
Yeah, Laura, I understand that. Yeah, I get where you're coming from, but that's down to social services, right? They didn't want the children to be removed, so they had to, do certain things to stop that from happening. And because obviously, your behaviour at times, but I just think you're living in the past now. That's the past. Laura, wait. That's the past now. I did this, she done that, I did this, she did. Forget the past and look forward to the future, right? Your daughter's here. Life is so short. She's only 18. You should be reaching out to her saying, Annabelle, I want to spend time with you. Forget TikTok. Listen, I'll go out when you decide you're free. Not when I decide, but when you decide, because she's a child. right? I will spend time with you, but please give me an
I've rung her
opportunity
once.
to make things up to you.
I've rung her in the mornings and I've said, look, do you want to go out for dinner? Or do you want to go out to this place? Or do you want to do this? And she's been like, no, I don't like
get where you're
this. I
coming
don't
from,
like
Ange, but
that.
sometimes it's a little too late.
I don't like this. I don't like that.
But then
Before
wait
I
a
went
minute.
back
I
to
get that, Laura. Then wait for her to call you. Just say to her, okay, Annabelle, I'll tell you what. You call me when you are free, and I will drop what I'm doing.
Yeah,
because that's what you should be doing as a mother. I will drop what I'm doing, unless you got something like an appointment. But I will drop what I'm doing. Just give me a call when you are free, and I'll be there. Right? Because she's 18. Of course, she's going to go out and do things, right? So you say she's always busy.
Yeah,
of course she is. She's
exactly.
only 18, but you need to drop what you're doing because she's your daughter. If you want to spend time with her, and not take the attitude, well, she's always busy. Why should I drop what I have to do? Because you're the mother, right? So that's what you should be doing. You know. So when she phones you, and I'm sure she will do, because I don't think that she's going to block you and all of that. Just say, yeah, reach out to her and say, when you are free, call me. I will be there.
Right, I will.
You drop what you're doing. She doesn't need to be dropping what she's doing. You know what I mean? If you want to spend time with your daughter. Do you agree with that, Laura?
Yeah.
Yeah. So reach out to her. Forget the past. The past is the past now. You're all living in the past. She did this, I did this. Forget it. Life's too short. We're in the future now, right? The future. All right, so reach out to your daughter and forget what the past. The past is going to tear you apart. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not being told what to do, Keely. All I'm saying is, like when I've been away and she said to me, oh, I could have done this with you, or I could have done that with you. And I'm like, well, no, I'm doing my job to get you money, which I do. Every penny I earn off busking, even when it's declared, which it is declared every month, I give to my mum for my children.
But the thing, yeah,
I give her 40 quid last
You don't
week.
need to justify. Don't tell anyone the information. Just
No, I'm just saying, I give her 40 quid last week. Then I give her £200.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Then when she was short of gas and electric and fuel, I paid for that.
No, Laura, you're doing it again. You're living in the past. Forget the past. Delete the past. Okay. Now we're living it. Now it's the future, right? Forget. Oh, I did this. I did that for you. I did this, because that's going to rip you apart. You know, and say, you know what, I'm going to fresh new start as of today. I'm going to phone my daughter or message her. Just send you a message. Say, listen, I want to spend time with you. I am sorry if you feel I was not there for you. But please, if you want to spend time with me, I will do it on your terms. Just give me a call. I will be there. Yeah, forget about I did this and she did this. It does not matter anymore. People live in the past and it ruins them. It really does. Yeah, I mean, look forward to the future now, Laura, and your future is with you spending time with your kids, man. Okay, you know what I mean? Yeah. Can I put people in the boxes, Laura? There's 32 people waiting. It is sad. It is very sad. Life is so short, Laura. Do you know what I mean? Very short.
I'm going to say it as when my foot is a little better, because obviously right now I struggle to walk. I'm on crutches, so it's a lot
I
harder.
understand, but there's other means. You know, you go busking, right? Do you still go busking?
Not at the moment while my foot is in a brace and on crutches.
You see, there's the excuses right there. You see, you got Uber. You know, you can get an Uber somewhere. You know, you can still walk on crutches. Yeah, you can get an Uber, you can get a taxi, whatever. That's an excuse there. You know what I mean? But to put your daughter first, man. She's only 18, and you know what I mean? And she's going to have tantrums. Sometimes just let it go. Just remember she's a teenager, you know what I mean?